Everybody wave your life. Hello. Welcome back, everyone, to Revenge of the Gith, Season 4, Episode 7. I got this correct. Now, with closed captioning, which, may say some things for us that we didn't mean. I was doing an interesting test, though, as web captioner does know what an Azamar is. See, look, there it goes. And knows what a drow is. But I said something, and it was completely not what it was supposed to be, and I was just like, wow, I'm really glad that's not live. So we are a player short today, as Amber is having some computer malfunctions and will not be able to join us. So hopefully that'll be fixed soon so that he can be back. But otherwise, we're all here, the rest of us. So let's get started with those intros. Yeah, thank you. Ah. Hey everyone. Who are you playing again? Did I interrupt you? Okay, good. You're done? Okay, see, it translated thing to heroin, so that's always fun. So... Hi everyone, my name is Val. This is my channel. I bring to you Anja, our half-drow blade singer. And if I personally could ask anything of Loth, to trade for, yo, I fucking wouldn't. Like, I just wouldn't. Like, that is an option, right? Like, if an evil drow goddess is like, trade some shit, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm okay. There's nothing, listen, here's the thing, I honestly spent 30 years in the Catholic Church. We were taught how to say no to the devil, okay? Like, I'm fine. I don't need anything from you. Like, I got everything I need and want. I'm surviving and I'm living, so we're good. I would actually rather do a deal with Satan. I'm just saying. Satan's kind of cool in my book. Like, but hey, That's like if they want Satan to happen, I don't know. Actually, I do know. You can do that with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you give to the channel, you can give us a reroll. Anyone you see here, every nat 1 or nat 20, every every subscription to the channel, you give a nat 1 or a nat 20 to anyone you see here. And of course, if you just want to make shit happen, the sliding scale through coffee of how much money you give us is how crazy you're allowed to be. You just give us a plat point, of course, to the DM's discretion and to our discretion, because we would never do anything on this channel that would cross any of our lines and veils, because safety is first. Anyway, and speaking of which, Rob, we're at 907 followers. If I get 93 more followers, what the fuck happens here? Deca. You can make it happen. We're 6 out of 20 episodes. You can make it happen. Tell your friends about us. It's fine. Be a part of the Cool Kids Club. Anyway, that's us. That's me. Rob, it's all you, fam. Take it away. I'm cracking open a beer. Anja didn't. Not only did she not make a deal, she gave her a smut journal of all of the things that are thus hedonistic that she did to worship Keptolo. Here's the thing. Anja's never worshipped Keptolo or done anything remotely hedonistic. She's done some very naughty things, but not in the name of Keptolo. So, but she did get a smut journal. Anyway, go ahead, guys. Mm-hmm. At least we have subtitles for this reason, but go ahead.
Here.
Yep, I got it.
Val right now.
All right, there it goes.
Okay.
Hi. So, fun fact, everyone. Whenever you use this program to get all of your audio to go to this program to go to Web Captioner, I have to reroute all of this audio to go to this program to go to Web Captioner. So, sorry about that. Everyone missed their intros, but at least you got to see them.
All right. So anyway, yeah, Hanguzi, how did that deal go for you?
If my memory is correct, I traded. Okay. For the benefit of literally nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing. In fact, don't give me things in the future. I promised eternal servitude.
So your debts were erased. Was
okay,
what you got. So like you're no longer wanted for stealing some rings. You're not indebted to Hareen anymore. You don't owe anyone any favors. That was what you got.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah, but in exchange for that.
Yeah, I'm sure proportional in all ways.
Yes.
Proserpina.
Well, in exchange for not being killed, I promised to kind of atone for all the sins in the house, which apparently are a lot.
And the answers to some questions.
I did get the answers to a few questions.
Great. So, just wanted to go back through those because I had a lot of fun seeing everyone squirm a little. So last time we are back here in Aureal, which almost 2 years ago now was invaded by the Gith Yankee, once thought of as just astral planar raiders, now turned out to be an exceptionally powerful military force, which forced everyone out of the Underdark and put the surface under martial law. The party, now coerced into working for the leader of the Gith Yankee, the Arch Lich Blackheath, they are now back in that Underdark, doing all sorts of scary things, trying to find some kind of illithid artifact that she desperately wants. In an attempt to, I'm not 100% sure, I'm guessing to garner some information, ally, or power, the party found themselves at the first ever temple to Lulth, the spider goddess, former ruler of a layer of hell, creator of the drow, and now entity sitting right in front of the party, ready for a conversation. So that's where we're going to pick up on with the party sitting in this massive darkened chamber with just this foreboding presence all around them and a massive obsidian spider motifed throne with just 8 spider eyes, massive, glowing in this throne. You're assuming being the representation of the presence of the spider goddess herself.
We can.
I'm
Have
going
we
to
been?
avert my eyes. Nope.
Speak up.
Oh. Look over at Hong who's it's your fucking goddess, do it. Talk to her.
It seems kind of like a wonderful evening as always, my lady.
So, you delved this deep for small talk?
And other things, some of
Well,
which will hopefully be very profitable.
despite being ageless, let's skip to the ones that are not a waste of my time. What do you all wish from this?
What is the thing that we're searching for?
I'm afraid it is something shrouded from even my eyes. However, I am aware of the few beings who have seen it.
What is it?
If I knew, then I wouldn't need to tell you about these other individuals. It's something that I cannot see. Thus, I am unaware.
Would you, most terrifying and gracious queen, goddess of the drow, bestow that information upon a bunch of weak creatures such as ourselves?
See the eyes kind of shift and blink a little. You don't need to be so scared. You're finally done with that phase. I've seen you burn that heresy. You're welcomed here now.
Thank you.
Of course. You seek either one of the beings that made this artifact, one of the ancient illithid, or something of equal age, one of the Myconid.
Do you know where we can find either of these? Their location?
There is, down here near my domain, the first ever spawning place of the Myconid. The Illithid are slippery. You will find them difficult to pin down. But it is possible.
Does this ancient Illithid have a name that it goes by?
Illithid don't prefer names. They can simply sense themselves and others. They can feel the difference, the weakness, the strength.
Which is the closest?
When you hunt, would you consider a bear asleep in a cave or a fast-moving rabbit closer?
Hmm. Hmm. I understand. Hmm.
I don't.
There
I
is no
use
right
terms
answer.
that the primitive one might understand.
Right.
Strange as it may be, it might actually be faster for you to leave my favorite domain if you wish to find the Myconid.
Would this
As I've heard it.
Myconid, I'm sorry, um, this Myconid be open to discussion about this artifact, or would it be difficult for us to communicate and get the information out of it?
Such simplistic creatures. Frustrating. They have almost no desire. They simply survive.
So you threaten its survival and can
Hmm.
essentially get what you want out of it.
Very good. You kind of feel a little bit of like a soft pat on your back, almost that ends more in like a hand on your shoulder
Mm-hmm.
briefly.
uh, yeah, thanks. Oh my god, that sound effect that just played in my ear. I'm gonna look at my companions. Myconid it is, then I guess, unless we really want to go after an ancient Illithid.
Chasing illithids certainly sounds like a wonderful way to waste time we don't have. Especially since they're well used to being hunted by now.
You said that leaving your domain is the best way to find it. Where can we find it, my lady?
You simply, all of a sudden, Anja, know the way. You, unbidden, have information brought into your brain of an exit from the Underdark
Uh-huh.
through a small town to another entrance to the Underdark, which avoids kind of a large cave-in and roundabout way back down and down and down.
I'm really glad that I'm smart enough and have a great sense of direction. Um, okay. Okay. Thank you.
And yes, you are right. The Illithid have. You see the eyes kind of blink in like a contemplative way. Believe at this point millions of years of experience being hunted.
Jose's eyes just kind of narrow thoughtfully. That is not what he meant. It's, then is the gift you have down here, is he a hunter too? I want to say.
Say again.
Was the gift you have down here, were they a hunter too?
The Gith Yankee are not here under my bidding.
Not the gift Yankee. There is in the upper levels a gift. Skeleton now, very ancient.
No, no. That's not a Gith Yankee. And not a hunter. A hero. Ancient. Serving out the terms of a deal.
A deal with who?
Tiamat.
Ah. Do you guys hang out?
We are a little estranged.
I am from all the females in my family too.
Hmm.
Well, guys, I have the way to get there. So we have everything that we need. We don't want to waste the goddess's time now, do we? So do we have any parting words for her graciousness and terrifying beautifulness?
Resta Hareen dogs our steps. I correct me if I am mistaken, but I think you would find his vanquishing pleasing.
Yes.
How can this be done?
Ah. And that same kind of force that Anja felt, you can feel just this like no temperature, but just the sense of something brushing your cheek tenderly. You know how to ask the good questions, don't you?
Oh, please.
Hmm. Yes. I suppose you do now, don't you? Resta Hareen is a nuisance indeed. If you desire to end him, however, you will not be able to do so on this plane. His is a bond forged in hell. kind of then look, the all 8 eyes then turn to you, Proserpina. You've been quiet. I know enough to know that's not what's on your mind. What do you want to say, small one?
Just um 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 bourbon shot. Um, it's just been a lot to take in, and I didn't plan on any of this, and I didn't know, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna try to fix things, and I'm really sorry, and I just don't know how, because I am kind of small.
Yes. Let me tell you all something. My domain, poison, lies, treachery. No. These are all things that I endorse, that those who follow me find useful. Even the spider is not my truest representation. My domain is selfishness, an act for one's own power, the pushing back of thoughts of consequences, the taking of what is earned and deserved. Power, your size, your lifespans, hinder not that power. Imagine, if I truly desired, the drow could walk amongst the giants or fly in the sky like dragons, but they do not. They don't need to. Power is not all in stature. It lies within ambition and cunning, and for those ready to take the opportunities they see. So, Proserpina Hareen, do you truly consider yourself small?
Kinda, sorta. I don't know. I mean, um, I know what I'm kind of good at, but I don't. No, no, I don't. I admit that I'm kind of scared. I've never talked to a god before. I I kind of didn't think they'd care what I had to say. But I don't think I deserve to be hunted by the Order of the Wilted Rose. And I want that to stop. Your prophet said that they need to be destroyed. How you want me to do it?
Kind of turns back to Throck, actually. Well, your group will need to get permission from this one's benefactor. But if you truly desire the end of the order, not only its living, but its more persistent members, you will have to release their souls from whence they are entrapped in hell. Luckily, and just briefly, Throck, there's a flash in your mind of your home with the dragon splayed across it. Your paths are headed that direction in, I'm sure, not too distant future. A way down. So consider that the first part of our deal.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Is that all you came for, then?
Yeah.
As Throck nods and Anja says, yeah, you both just disappear.
Oh!
Um,
Look over at Throck. Did we go somewhere? Like.
We'll get to you. But
Okay.
is there something else on both of your minds? As you shake your head, Prospina, disappear. You.
Cozy, like, besides, like, Ford took up, like, relax a little bit. So, they'll be dirty sooner or later, I imagine. But in the meantime, I imagine you're not going to expect me to make my future down here among Drow society, being who I am, being what I am, my possibilities are limited. So, surface.
What I expect of you is to spread my will, to enact the power that I have placed within you. And if you find your form a hindrance, say it.
He just kind of like half smiles and just shakes his head in the negative.
The eyes are right in front of you. You can feel the full presence of Lolth in front of you right now. Do not lie. Is your form a hindrance? Will it prevent you in any way from enacting my will?
I've made a lot of mistakes with this. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I think the only thing I've done right is forging this body of mine. It's good. It's fast. I like it very much. And As long as it will serve, I intend to use it and improve it. And those improvements on my terms and in my fashion, I think you will be pleased with the result they produce.
You kind of feel this force kind of lift your chin, kind of move your head from side to side. I enjoy your strong will. To think only half, and yet so faithful.
I was taught not to forget where I came from, just in case I can go back.
My children, they did much to exalt me, to better my tenets, to uphold my values. And yet, despite this, they found themselves uprooted, defeated, and disgraced. Hong Huzi. And you can feel like down your whole body, like just this chill. I think that you can be the start of a new beginning. My children were obviously ill prepared, unready, and weak. And you shall be the first of many to ensure they never shall be again.
Thy will be done.
Very good. And you disappear. And you are all outside of the temple.
Hey guys, how's it going? How
Let you.
close do we want to camp here?
I think we should a ways out. If she really wants to follow up, I think she'll find us, but a little bit of distance is
So,
appropriate.
yeah, I am exhausted. I don't know about the rest of you.
Briefly, Hong Huzi, you feel your brand new arm braces just tighten a little, and in your head you hear, "You cannot be too far from me anymore."
You see this Holmes is like probably like one of those hand talk with his handsy guys, and like as you see him talking, you see his hands, you see his like wrist, basically like like ah, uh, mm, what did I say?
Are you all right?
Uh,
Yeah, you
yes,
looked weird.
yes. Uh, I should we should do that thing you said, Anja. I need to process.
Yes, I muted all of my mics because I was coughing. Yeah, let's process, and I think as soon as we're done camping, I'm just going to teleport us out of here back to the surface because we need to be there anyway. Um, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna look at everyone here. I think it's gonna be a good idea if we all, after what just happened, really sit down and talk. We don't have to tonight. I'm too tired. Let's just use the rest of our butter to make the best meal possible.
I have more food. Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, Throck.
I'm almost out.
Well, I'm gonna put us into a place where we can get food tomorrow. I promise, like real food. I just can't do it right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll move some ways away so I can ritual cast tiny hut so we can get that full rest and I can write new spells in my spell book.
Yep.
I don't know
So
yet.
you all have a well-cooked meal, as Throck is a pretty good cook here, and are able to rest within the dome. Any conversation you want to have during the evening, or is it mostly just a kind of shell-shocked, quiet evening here?
I think it's
Yeah.
personally for Anja, it's a shell shock quiet evening, unless somebody wants to
It's
force a conversation.
very
on
shell
it.
shocked.
Yeah.
I think like
Mhm.
at some definitely awkward point, like Kongu's gonna be like staring at like his the gauntlets in his hands. Like I'm pretty sure she could hear us through these. Just keep that in mind. So I don't
Hi,
think I get
Madam.
to.
Everyone make me a perception check real quick as well.
Okay.
Cool. Wow.
I didn't have my page open.
Yeah, you're good. I guess I'll make one for Amara here just in case. Because Amara is actually good at perception. Okay, okay. We're just going to briefly see from Amara's point of view as coming out of the temple, we see Neris the coyote step out, see the dome, just do one of these, and then just disappear, invisible, and run off.
Yeah, well, bye there later. Bam, guy person.
Yeah. So Amara will let you all know that happened, but they're now, as much as they want to be, essentially invisible. So that's fun for me.
Oh, that guy's.
There might be a single moment though where like Anja's like in her book, she's like transcribing stuff, and she goes, oh, "This is gonna be the last night in the hut, guys.
Well,
This is the last night in the
Oh.
hut."
you sound excited. Is that good?
And she goes, "I get a mansion."
What's a mansion?
Think about this hut.
They're really great. They've got like vaults and couches everywhere, safes, full of valuables.
So, out of character, I am definitely taking Mordecai's magnificent mansion as one of my spells. Because we deserve all that we want. We are selfish because Law said we can't be. That's one of them, yes. Okay.
All right. So you all wake up then, and I heard that the plan was to teleport.
Yeah, so I guess to I guess, can I make some kind of check if I know geographically
Mhm.
where that town was?
Go ahead. History check, I will say.
History check. Okie dokie. So right now they're not seeing chat. They're seeing what I can see just because I can't pop out chat right now. So you guys will have to deal with that for a hot second. History check, right?
Mhm.
Good at this. A 26. No, excuse me. 12. A 12. You rolled a 26.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
Yeah. So you can tell that you don't recognize it as being that close to Malja. So you think that going to anywhere you've been is probably not the way to go because you don't really know where it is. You could though just teleport to the like entrance you saw or something like that,
Well, I
like the
technically
exit or
saw the
something like
town.
that.
I technically saw the
Mhm.
town.
You also
So
saw the town.
So I could even teleport to the town.
Right.
I think that's what we're gonna do here.
Okay. Roll D100.
Yeah, let's do it. Because everything is going. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my dice instead. My dicey dice. If you don't
Okay.
mind.
Yeah.
It's just
Go ahead.
easier for me to physically grab a D100 than it is to so many windows. That is a 40. Exactly.
40. Okay. All right. So, as Anja casts this spell, picturing this town in kind of the middle of the road, you all disappear and are teleported, and you find yourselves in a town, like on a hill overlooking a town, but it's not the right one. It's a lot smaller than the one you pictured, Anja, and it's got a lot more like farms and such. But Proserpina, you recognize it instantly as your hometown.
I'm home.
Oh, we're in the wrong
I'm
place,
home.
but this is. Oh.
I'm home. Is everyone? I'll be right back, and then I run down toward the town, see if everybody's okay.
Yeah, you like rush down into town, past some of the kind of outer parts of the village. You see like people start like, "Oh, Proserpina! Oh, Proser! Hey, hey!" like, "Hey!" And everyone's like waving hi. And I will say that the Sithril, the high elf tavern owner, will kind of like see you outside, say, "Oh, Proserpina, we weren't expecting you."
No, Mr. Rafada. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on coming back right now, but it just sort of happened, and
Oh, counted a lucky day. Are you okay? Come here.
it's been it's been a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
And I walk over, just big old hug.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's good to have you. Have you already seen your folks?
No, I just sort of I haven't gone home yet. Just
You know they love to see you.
I know yeah. I'm about to head on over. Just sort of it's been a lot. I'm home.
So, just to be clear, the weirdos on the top of the hill, we shouldn't get the hunters involved, or that's people you
No,
can.
the huts. No.
Okay.
Please don't. No, those are
You gotta understand. A bunch of strangers
Yeah, I
appear
know,
magically outside the town. Got to be
I
careful.
I know. Guys, come on!
She says, "Let's go. This is her home." So Hung Huzi, are you?
He's
ready
kind of
to
crying.
Are you ready to meet her parents?
I don't get it. He looks at you like point blank, like I don't know what. Why?
Reen's her birth mom, but like she like are you actually ready to meet the woman and the man that raised her?
That's be fine. Why? This is
Okay, just, I'm just checking. I'm just
no,
checking.
God, I have to
Um,
even like I don't even know these people. I am sure I've stolen nothing from them. Hey, there's no reason to have any problems.
okay,
I'm fine.
all right.
I think Anja means that you might have to fight her parents to
That's
gain
not what I
her
mean.
hand. Some tribes have that ritual, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
Uh,
you are ready.
the traditional wrestling match. Yeah.
that is not actually what I mean, but you should also be prepared for that, just in case that is like a tradition here. As we like are going down the hill, I'm gonna look over at an elf. I'm like, "Hi, do you traditionally wrestle the fathers of maidens to ask for their hand in marriage in this town?"
Marriage.
Sorry, I'm closed. And we'll kind of like slowly shut the door on this just random half elf that just asked them this and just like close their door on you.
uh,
You hear like whispering inside, like, is it wrestling or something?
I guess that's a no. So you're okay, at least in that manner.
Marriage. Why did you say marriage? What does marriage have to do with anything?
I'm being facetious, Honghuzi. I'm picking on you.
Oh,
The curse is gone now. Can you tell?
what? Oh, I don't hate
Or
you.
did you just never trust me ever?
Well, I mean,
It's
not.
fine.
This is we're supposed to talk about this later, right? Later. That's a later
Yep,
problem.
we're gonna talk about it's a later problem. Not very much later problem, but let's go catch up with Prospina.
Yeah. Prospina, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Please have a hot brother.
Okay. You are not completely bowled over by a black goat with a white spot between his eyes that kind of looks like a flame, who fully just like headbutted through a fence at first sight of you and is like tackling you, having missed you. As Philip Delicious, that's middle name D, last name Licious, approaches you, bleeding and happy to see you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you're still alive. Oh, baby. Oh, and I scruff between his ears and then under his chin. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
And you see your younger brother Talion kind of like, "Oi, it's a stranger coming over here."
Dolly! Oh,
Kind of like broad smile that just like rushes up and gives you a hug. I thought you were never back.
oh, I figured I'd come back sooner or later. I didn't know. It's been a lot. Oh,
Oh,
is everyone
terrific! The
okay?
parents will be so delighted.
I know. Oh, no.
Absolutely,
Oh, no.
it'll be absolutely good. All right,
Just gotta wait for my friends to get here.
What'd you say?
Just gotta wait for my friends to get here and.
Oh, you're
we'll
my
be
friends as
home,
well.
okay?
We'll make a proper
Yeah.
proper feast out of it. I'll tell everyone.
Yeah, I guess at this point is when maybe we catch up. Like,
Sure, yeah. You see Proserpina like hugging this looks to be probably like mid-teens wood elf. I'll say like bright red hair, really messy, wearing like farmhand clothes. Oh, quite the party there you got coming with you, Proserpina.
Yeah.
Are you gonna introduce me?
It's fine. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Tali, this is my younger brother Tali. This is my
Pleasure.
best friend Anja. This is Throg. I point to
A big one.
yeah.
You're a big
He's
one.
a big one. This is Amara. She talks without moving her mouth. It's really neat and really strange at the
Alright.
same time. And then I walk over and
Oh,
this is
I heard it.
Humbuzy.
Hello?
I put my head on his shoulder. I try to jump up and do it.
I'm gonna, this is not a guarantee, so I'm gonna make an insight check for Talion. Nope, he's as tense as I thought he was.
they're dating.
I'm gonna go find mother. And just like rushes off. You see this like very small, cozy looking farm home. Big old, like, you see a small paddock with some farm animals kind of grazing in it, and then a large wheat field behind it with a barn and silo, kind of like smoke rising out of the chimney of the farmhouse. You can see a couple more. You can see your father and Dulavar in the field right now. I haven't quite noticed because off in the wheat field.
Oh, I'm home. Sorry.
So happy. It's okay. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to tell him. It seems like you were trying to get him to tell, but he seemed like a little dense.
Well, there's also Dad's gonna probably tell some stories that are it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
As dads do.
And I kind of wanted to tell the whole family at once, kind of, but that's not gonna happen because I know Tally's he's gonna be a gossip.
How many siblings do you have again?
I got 4 siblings. 2 older and 2 younger.
Okay, so you have 2 older.
Arn and his family don't live with us anymore. And Saria and hers. Saria's the one whose kids I've been writing to and telling the adventures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and, playing things up because little Bear still really, really likes stories of adventures and heroes. So I've been kind of playing up some of the details and...
Of course. Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I am so excited to meet Prosperity's family. We can probably get a free meal out of it. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're gonna get food. You're probably gonna gain some weight while you're here. If Mama has anything to do about it.
I lost some in the Underdark, and my corset's a little baggy.
Where should I go?
What do you mean? You can come with us. I mean...
No, I mean, where's the food?
Oh, probably...
You can smell already, like, freshly baking bread in this, like, cottage.
So I can have it.
Oh, come on, let's go home.
Yeah,
I think
start shoving Hong Huzi.
Yeah.
Get him start moving.
And I skip as I walk down.
Yeah,
the skip returns.
Amazing. Oh. So you see, in this little cottage, you see manning a kitchen, looking still fairly young because she's not that old, but a wood elven woman, long red hair braided to the top to keep it out of the food. Pretty well built. Looks like is not unfamiliar with working in the field, or just is been cooking for that long with like just iron pots and pans that has just already gained up. But not a twig of a woman, but a truly hardy woman, taking out some freshly baked bread. Proserpina. Oh, and just like takes the moment to like close the oven and like get everything sorted, and then just like fully lifts Proserpina up as if she is nothing, like squeezing you tight. Oh, Proserpina, it's so good to have you, daughter. Oh, it's been too long. Oh, and kind of sets you down and starts like moving your face around like, oh, what have you been up to? Oh, you look downright frightened. What are those bags on yours? Have you been getting 8 hours of sleep every night? What are you doing out there?
It's
oh, and look at you. You've gotten so much skinnier. I mean, you look like you've been staying busy, but have you been getting all the right meals? Have you been eating 3 meals a day? I know I raised my daughter well.
I know. Just it's been a lot, Mama. It's been a lot. Been trying, but I brought some people home with me. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. We didn't know we were going to be here right now. But
no.
I brought some friends with me.
Are you going to introduce me or what?
Yeah. Sorry. I do the same word. This is Anja. She's been my best friend for since I met her. This is Throck, this is Amara, and then I just just sort of put my arm around Hankuzi's elbow. And this is Hankuzi. He's really nice.
Oh,
He's really
Hankuzi.
strong. He's been taking good care of me, keeping me safe.
Oh, great. Kind of like extends a hand out to you, Hankuzi.
Like his eyes like narrow like a little bit. He's like, I think I know what your game is, and like he like reaches out his like hand to like shake it, like prepared for it to be like crushed.
Death grip pulls you in. So where you from? What do you do? What are your intentions with my daughter?
Mama!
Oh, hey, you're my daughter. I got to ask. What you about, son?
Oh, you heard of Capitola?
I most certainly have not. I'm sure you'll tell me all about him.
Oh.
Well,
still, I will point out, still smiling, like smile lines like poking through,
yeah.
But like very much the eyes of like, go on.
Yeah, no problem.
Go on, Kuzi.
Oh, go on.
Nothing but the best.
Ah, good. That's what, damn right, the best for my own Proserpina. Kind of like rubs your hair. Well, please come in. Oh, you all look like you've been through hell and back. Come on. And we'll immediately just start slicing up some bread, take out some goat cheese and spreading it on it. And all of a sudden there just is like appetizers in your hands, all of you.
Oh goodness.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
I'm so glad I made a mistake.
Go on, eat up.
Mm-hmm.
You better not spoil your dinner though.
Without. Oh, you don't have to worry. My dinner is not spoiled.
All right,
What's
had
for
I
dinner?
come already,
Fine.
Proserpina? Your best friend. All right, I'll have to hear a lot about from you as well.
What do you want to know?
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. She just kind of like smiles and laughs. All right. Oh, Proserpina, you never hear the end of it if you don't go say hi to your father.
wanna say hi
I've
to
got a
Dad.
large dinner to make.
Okay,
But
Mama.
you, and kind of points at Hanguzi, why don't you stay? Is he handy in the kitchen at all?
He's really good with blades, so I'm pretty sure I can help you in the kitchen, Mama.
Oh, terrific! Wouldn't you love to help me, Hanguzi? Help me out around the kitchen.
Yes,
I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Terrific! Oh, so glad for you to volunteer like that. You didn't have to. Well, you all should run off and say hello to the father. I'm sure
Okay,
he's got
Mama.
some things you all can get up to.
Before Honghuzi gets up, Throx put a hand on his shoulder and like kind of lean over and be like, "Remember, you have to win."
he's like, it's fine. I think she's got grip and she's got reach, but I think I've got flexibility.
Good luck.
Amazing. So we'll leave Hunghuzi for a second as you all head out. Do you want to make any stops before finding your dad in the field?
No, since I know that my older siblings are probably with their families, so I'm sure I'll see them at dinner or later tonight or something. No, we probably got to see Dad. This is gonna be fun. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Make another strength check, Proserpina. Strength save, Proserpina.
Nope.
Yeah, this time you're ill prepared as a sheepdog just full on tackles you and begins licking your face before you can get to the field. You can see there's fully a bunch of sheep unattended at this exact moment as this dog just like bounds and just completely tackles you. It's like the cartoon, like boom, 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 boom. Just like,
Diavar, I missed you too, Diavar. But you got sheep to watch. You gotta watch the sheep. I'll play with you later, I promise. But you gotta go watch the sheeps.
like bounds off. You see like a couple
Such a
sheep
good boy.
have already strayed away and just like like goes and tends to the flock.
Okay.
That was
How
the
many
cutest dog I have
fingers?
ever seen.
Oh, Diavar's such a good boy. He's such a good boy.
and you see in the fields, full on. I don't think any of you have ever seen an elf with a farmer's tan before. um, slightly portly, kind face, wood elven man, with just like the classic like straw hat, like farmer's clothes, just like the picture of an agricultural like medieval person, with a another wood elf next to him that looks pretty similar to Italian, but is like noticeably taller with brown eyes, and will kind of like, well, look who came flying on in here.
Oh, we kind of teleported, but yeah, something. Hi, I'm home.
And just like another rush up and like pick up and twirl around. Well, shoot. Kind of chuckles to himself. Oh, we didn't know you were coming, my little archer.
We didn't either.
Whoa.
I didn't know we were coming either. It just sort of happened.
Well,
I'm home.
And kind of like, we'll kind of like take the bow off your back. Well, we'll just put this on today because it's a present to have you here, and we'll hand you your bow back.
Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, hey guys, come on. Hi, this is my other younger brother, Dilivar. This is my dad. Dad!
That's me, hello.
Dada.
Pleasure to meet you all. Their name's Arn. Or no, the name's not Arn. The name's Joresh.
You confuse yourself with your firstborn, Dada. You're getting old.
I'm not getting old. I just have too many children, too many wonderful, beautiful children who I wouldn't trade for anything. Not all the wheat in the world.
You just see Anja, like, her hands are clasped together, and it's just, like, those big old anime eyes that are just completely dazzled. Just like, oh, this is the best thing I've seen ever in my life. You know, as someone who doesn't have any family, like, this is amazing for her. Like, just absolutely, like, so, just loves this for Proserpine.
That's a smashing outfit, darling. Where'd you get some fancy digs like that?
Are you talking to me?
Of course.
Oh, in Lindum.
Well, that's a mighty fine ways away, isn't it?
Yeah. Some of them come from Molja. I'm from Molja.
Well, that's still a pretty ways away.
Yeah,
not quite as far as Lindum, at least, I suppose.
When you're a wizard, you can go anywhere you want.
A wizard, you don't say. Well, spell me impressed.
Oh yeah. I need. Oh yeah, Dada. This is my best friend Anja. This is my friend Frog. This is my friend Amara. And Hankuzi's helping Mama in the kitchen. She's sort of pressed him into service.
I heard about him.
Oh yeah, Italian's got a big mouth.
Yeah. So, tell me about this Hanguzi fella.
He's really good with a sword. He's light on his feet. He's been really good at keeping me safe and keeping me from getting lost, because you know how good I am at that.
Oh, sure. I bet you I'm proud that you found your way back, but I'm not surprised you didn't get on like the wrong boat, find yourself on another continent.
Yeah, well, funny you should mention that, Dada.
Oh?
That's kind of how I met all these people.
Oh, no, you don't say.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Proserpine, you could never tell your north from your south or your east from your west.
No. At least
I tried to give you a compass, but it didn't seem to help.
No.
Do you still have that compass, or did you lose it again?
The one you gave me, Dada, I have that one.
Okay.
Got another one that I kind of... Yeah, I lost that one.
All right. Well, it sounds like you need a compass for your compass. I'll see what I can do.
Probably. You're right. But yeah, we're kind of here, so Mama said we could stay for dinner.
Well, yeah. Can't stay. You gotta stay. I mean, if you're friends, I mean, you got to stay, and if you all are friends of our little girl, then of course you gotta have a good old fashioned meal here.
It's been a while
Oh
since
yeah,
we've had
so
a real meal. We tried to have
Oh.
one
it's
last night. We did our best.
Wow.
it's gonna be big tonight, I'm sure. I know, Mama.
Oh, you better believe it. It's gonna be the talk of the town for a while. If you know
Mama can't cook for under 30 people.
Oh, so are there gonna be more people over, or are we just like
I have the
gonna
whole
have
family over. It's an occasion.
There's over 30 people in your family?
No, but
Getting closer.
It is getting weird. I mean, Arnie and Solana have 3 still, right? Or do you have another one that I don't know about?
No, just the 3 for now. But you know those 2. There'll be more.
Yeah. And Saria and Denethor have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the 4 of y'all. So that's 18. But yeah.
18. So...
See, and now I only have Dillavar to help me with the numbers here. But you're learning, all right? Yes, Pa.
Yeah, I've picked up a few skills along the way.
Oh, you're doing a bit more than your archery competitions then, huh?
Yeah. I guess sorry I hadn't told you what the letters I've been sending to her.
Hey.
Oh well, we'll talk more over dinner, Dad. I know you're probably busy.
Well, I always love one of your tall tales and all.
Oh, they're getting taller, but I've got people to back me up that they've been happening.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you like a, oh, that's funny, like kind of like does that little like bump off your shoulder. Oh, you're a good kid. Well, where's this whole Hogahoozy then?
He's helping Mama in the kitchen.
Oh, saints preserve him. Speaking of which,
Yeah. Remember when Denethor was helping her?
So Hogahoozy, first of all. So again, where you from? What you been up to? What your intentions with my daughter?
Oh,
Tell me all about yourself.
well, I'm from Malja, native.
Oh, all right, not too far off.
I sickly kid growing up, but always ran with the Thanks of Captolo, which probably doesn't mean much to you, but
yeah, sure. Tell me about and hey, watch it. As you like also having to like do kitchen work here.
yes, good with the blade and very good at mixing things into things, but usually it's like proportions of poison. So like this is different. He's had to like pay like a lot of attention to it. So it's like he's kind of like talking like bit by bit, like feeling like a little bit more and more pressure. He's feeling like something going on here. I don't know what it is.
As you finish like a task, 2 more are already ready for you. Like you finish cutting the carrots and already you're peeling potatoes, and you have to make sure that you're kneading the dough. Like,
yeah, we are an organization. We do lots of
sure, like a
things
guild.
too,
What do you make?
money. We're very good at making money.
Oh, sure, you're traders.
And transporters, and sometimes guards, other times retrievers.
Oh, so you're a mercenary then, huh?
Yes.
All right, so this is gonna begin the skill challenge.
Yes.
So I need first a deception check to hide fully what the fangs of Captolo are from this mother.
17.
Sure. Now, do all mercenaries get tattoos and all have all those big nasty swords? And what are all those vials on your belt there? Don't look like standard mercenary gear to me.
These are
That's one failure.
yeah, yeah. These are personal. As you might have noticed, I'm half drow. It's part of the culture. But admittedly, I haven't known. So I don't get to have as much fun with them as I used to.
Sure, sure. So what does that all have to do with the Fangs of Cthulhu then? You work through the government then? Are you a sanctioned guild or mercenary company?
Sometimes, sometimes we pick. And then like it kind of like as he's like doing something like catches up to him, they're like, oh wait, she didn't believe most of that stuff earlier. Oh. Yeah, sometimes we pick. Like he's still like doing things, like paying up to like keep doing this, like look back and like what is your like expression?
So first of all, I do need a just straight dexterity check for the cooking here while you're also working on this interrogation.
All right.
Very good. So you are able to continue and do all the chopping and cutting and eating that you're supposed to do. Make an insight check. So she's still smiling at you, but in a stern way, in a like, oh, you're my guest and I'm here to entertain and here to make sure you're happy. But
okay, we operated outside the law of the city, but not in a. I don't. It's been a very long time since I've been there.
oh, you've left the organization and left your life of crime for good, I'm sure then, yeah?
I don't know when I'll be back.
No, I just want to make sure that my daughter's not dating a scoundrel. Are you a scoundrel, Hung Huzi? You looking to cheat and lie to her?
Oh no, never. Not that's not a doesn't do to do that kind of thing. I don't never got why people lie. Wait, oh, okay, no, I kind of get it. I get what. I should have said that part out. What I mean to say is, I never made any, never tried to deceive Proserpine about who I am. Frankly, I'm about as surprised as you that she likes me anyway. But it's kind of the best thing that happened to me, so I'm trying not to ruin it.
Make a charisma check.
Okay. Soft 15.
Yeah. So as you're saying all of that, you all of a sudden have the unenviable task of churning butter as well. As you have to just like now really get into the physical labor. So tell me, how'd you meet Proserpina? How'd this all come about then?
It was city of Lindum. I'm sure you're. I don't know if she's ever told you about her birth family. Yes. No.
No, never met him. Never knew anything about him.
Right.
Completely anonymous from the process.
Well, her mother learned she was in town, and I used to owe her some debts, so she sent me to go check up on Proserpina, make sure she was all right, keep her safe, and like he kind of like mutters like under his breath in Elvish, forgetting for the moment that he is talking to an elf.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell me about that second.
Say again.
He did it. Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, here. Oh, say that again. I think I just barely caught all of that. You're speaking to an elf, lad. Come on, then. Go on, say it.
Well,
No secrets to keep from me, of course. Right?
the all she told me to do was find her. As it turns out, she also expected me to be a bodyguard. Didn't know that. There was an incident.
All
Cleared up.
right. But you kept her safe. That's very good. Very good on you. Very good on you. So what are you all doing now then? Keeping her safe, I'm sure. But what's going on?
There's we need to artifact. We need to go find. Otherwise, there'll be well, home city. It's been occupied by a hostile military. We gotta, and this is what we gotta do to get them to leave.
I would like a Constitution save. Just working in this hot kitchen, being like churning butter, doing all the most like intensive tasks that could be thrown at you. Just see how you're holding up.
13.
Yeah, you're working up a really good sweat right now. And with just like one fluid motion, everything is just in the oven on the stovetop, and just kind of like does that and kind of like walks up to you. All right, you did pretty good. Need to go take a wash or something though. Have you never worked in a kitchen before?
No, it's not the kind of runner, not the kind of hard work I'm used to, as you probably figured out.
No, you did all right though. You did all right. And we'll kind of reach to an upper shelf and pull out a small cookie and hand it over to you.
It was like cake.
It's a freshly baked snickerdoodle. It is divine.
This should never happen.
Why don't you go get some of that hard work smell off of you? Get ready for dinner in a while. You got a plenty more family to meet. But you've satisfied my curiosity for now, I suppose. I'm sure we'll hear plenty more about you at dinner.
And like as he's like slowly like backing away, like go do that. Thank you, thank you. Yes.
Very good. You're learning quickly. I like ya. She kind of like chuckles to herself and gets back to certain little tasks, doing a little more of the finer work. So yeah, Prosperino, what do you want to be up to here? Kind of have like the day before your family all gathers for dinner.
What type of day is it exactly?
Like day in the week or weather?
Or what time of day is it?
I mean, it's bright early in the morning.
Okay. Oh.
Like your mother just started.
We got a lot of time.
Yeah, just started cooking for the day, and all the field work's still getting done.
I guess we could go. I guess we could go hang out in town. I mean, there's not a lot to do, guys. It's really small. It's not like Malja or Lindum or anything, but it's home, and like, come on. And we're gonna go to the Gassy Knoll. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's go bug Mom. Let's go bug Mom. Mom will let us take a bath. Yeah.
You're muted.
I have nothing better to do.
Amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go take a bath. Bath sounds good too. It has been a while since we've had a good bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're but like mine. Yeah. So let's go take a bath. So we go back inside to bug mom about taking a bath.
Oh, go right ahead. Well, no sneaking a peek here. No sneaking a peek. This is gonna be for the evening, mostly. Well, aren't you just the sweetest thing? And you have, and you are handed a snickerdoodle.
Yeah, she gives other people cookies, it seems.
Well,
I
you got
hold
to
my
earn a
hands out.
cookie, Proserpina. What have I told you since you were a little girl?
No swearing. Don't talk like
Mhm.
your brothers. Don't talk like your dada.
Mm-hmm. All right, good.
Um,
Now, has she been following those rules here, you two? Not in my house, you don't. Very good. Your friends are quick learners, Proserpina. I like it.
oh, they're really smart. They're really smart.
Oh.
She
What
is.
do I have to do to get a cookie?
Oh, an eager one. You're a big fella.
Mm.
You ever Here, why don't you? I think my wonderful husband could use some help lifting some stuff. You think you could do that?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. And we'll hand you a cookie.
Mm.
It's really good.
I'm gonna use mage hand to. I'm using my mage hand cantrip to get a cookie.
Make a sleight of hand check. Smacks the cookie out of the mage hand. Proserpina! What did I tell you about using magic for cookies?
We don't use magic for cookies.
That's
we either do
right.
work for cookies or we bake them ourselves.
That's right. Now the oven's full. Now, so what are you gonna do to get that cookie?
I'm gonna watch what's in the oven to make sure it doesn't burn.
All right, there you go. We'll hand you a cookie.
Thank you, Mama.
The 14th level character brought low.
Yep. And grandmas are level 30.
So, Throck, you go watch the oven. Or no, Throck, you go help carry around some seeds and farming equipment. And Proserpina, you watch the oven. She's gonna kind of pull you aside, Andra. So I was wondering if you could tell me just a bit about you and my daughter and what you all been getting up to. Your Honguse mentioned some kind of hunt for an artifact or something. A treasure hunt, like in one of them stories, eh? Well, of course. So is there an X or something? What's going on? Mighty curious. Sure. Ah, classic. Happy accidents. Oh, honey. And we'll immediately start like tending to them. You get a full-on manicure. Uh and the sure. uh Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I know Hong from that Malja city way away. Oh, no kidding. Never been myself. Tell me about it. Wizard. Oh, sure, sure. To treasure hunt, right? Understood, understood. So is that the plan after treasure hunting? You're gonna go back to school? Proserpina's gonna move back home, or understood, understood. All right. Well, how's wizard school? I never been schooled too much myself. Not by books at least. Of course. Well, in that case, I'm a very learned woman. Well, you don't retire from being one of the 36 by not having any worldly experience. Well, I suppose you wouldn't know. So we got obviously the town. We all generally know how to hunt or something to feed ourselves. But best of the best, there's 36 of us hunters that are kind of the masters of their craft that keep the town safe. Sometimes there's nastier beasties outside in the woods than a bear. Well, never really left the town. Was one. Sure. There's when yeah, I know. Well, maybe you don't know how it is. I met Jorash and started to have some of the kids, and priorities change. All of a sudden, hunting and tracking and all of that was a lot less important than just making sure the family had someone at home. And tell you what, some days I kind of miss it. It's a lot easier to just go out and hunt than take care of a bunch of children and cook and clean and do all sorts of stuff. Being a mother's a hard job, but I certainly don't regret it for a moment. And I suppose Proserpina picked up a thing or two from about the bow from me, so I would not. I would love it. I would love to see some more grandchildren. Get closer to that. Get closer to even more children. Oh, want to just fill this home up. Oh, wouldn't that be just a delight? Just a whole town. I would love it just to if it gets to the point where I can't give them all one hug at the same time. I don't need a spell. Just the family. Wonderful. You go get yourself a bath. Looks like you've been digging around in the dirt for the past couple weeks. I suppose so. All right. Go have yourself a bath, honey. Amazing. So you all So yeah, you are able to bathe and kind of feel anew if you want. Um, and then Proserpina, you wanted to take them to the grassy knoll, or
The
gassy knoll,
knoll.
gassy knoll.
I mean, that's kind of where all there is in town, really.
Which I will say is set on a grassy knoll, so it is the gassy knoll on a grassy knoll. But yes, you can see proudly displayed on the front sign a knoll bent over with a horn in its butt, Monty Python style. As you all kind of approach this, fairly happy little tavern here, a lot smaller than any one that you all have been into recently, but definitely has those good vibes, I would say. As you all step in to this little humble tavern, you can see a large stuffed knoll in the exact same pose as the sign, just proudly displayed here. You can see that there is two high elves kind of tending a high elf and a half elf, I should say, sorry, standing behind the bar, tending it. Only a few patrons, as it's prime working hours for most people in this town. You can see though that sitting in the back of the tavern with a mixture of like children, drunks, and like work farm hands, this like very old man, just kind of like classic, like long white beard, scraggly hair, like 5 empty tankers in front of him, like talking to all of them. They all look enraptured.
Yeah, it's kind of normal. I mean, this is sort of where everyone goes for storytelling, and that's Old Man Yellow, and he tells all these tall tales and about travel and adventure. None of them are really true. Pretty much, kinda.
That's everybody gets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You did.
Just be careful at dinner tonight, because my older brother Arn. He okay. When he was 15, Mama was cleaning his room, because boys don't clean their rooms very well. And she was making his bed, and underneath the mattress, she found a copy of a book called Busty Drow Servile Men.
Oh, hey, I know that magazine.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I made the
canon.
front. I made the front. I made the front page 4 years ago. A great year.
Started by your mother, Andra, like 100%.
Yeah, and when he and Solana started seeing each other, Mom and Dad made sure to do regular bed checks. Not that they were not sleeping together, but to make sure that he wasn't, And she found out, and it was kind of. But, oh, I know, but don't worry, I know what you mean, and so someone pops in, I'll give you I'll mage hand tap you on the back shoulder. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then I'll.
Amazing. Yeah. So what do you all want to do in the tavern here?
I'm gonna skip up to the bar, and I'm gonna order a whiskey.
And yeah, you see both the tavern keepers, Proserpina, just delight seeing you, and just no charge, as both Cithril and Valethul pour you what to them is top shelf whiskey. Hungry as you recognize this is like, it's like okay, like it's not bad.
Yeah, like
Whiskey.
he mentally like rates it, thinks about like, and like I assume like they've got like other drinks like on their
Yeah.
bar and starts like scanning them. It's like, if I mix this, do I have anything? No. It's been a while since I've had like so many things. I don't have anything like that. I'm, like thinking about it, like it starts,
And one for all your friends, and we'll like pour everyone
yeah.
like a shot.
it's like halfway to the bar, like see if like people like start grabbing their drinks. Sees 1 minute for him, like
You okay?
Like,
I mean,
and
I'll
like
take it
his-
if you don't want it.
and like his face just like kind of like goes blank. He starts like and like he doesn't say anything. He just like turns like starts like wandering towards like the guy who's like telling stories because he just wants to think about something else.
Yeah, so you wander over to the old man. Is anybody want to follow and hear what he's saying, or just gonna stay at the bar drink?
Oh, I think I was just far away. Yes. I will also go over and listen to the tales.
Yes, so long ago it said that, well, you didn't hear this from me, but, you know, Guardium, there's a new Guardium now. There used to be massive city, beautiful shining beacon of people and civilization, but they started to build a tower, you see. And they wanted the tower to go all the way around the world, is what they wanted to do. But they kept building it so high, it started to leave the plane. And then they built it so high, it started to get into the upper planes where the divine sit. And the guys didn't take kindly to their realm being intruded upon. And so they struck down the tower and they made the crater that no Guardian sits in now today. And that's why you can't build anything taller than a one-story building in that whole town and city. They don't allow it. They don't want anything to bring the higher of the gods back. Oh, you got to be very careful how high up you get there. Very superstitious lot over there. And you hear like a bunch of like oohs and ahs from like both the children and the like adult farm hands. It's like this guy is telling this story. Oh, we have some new listeners over here. Come on, sit around. I've got stories from all of the ages. I've seen a lot with these eyes now, you know. What about where are you all hailing from?
I'm from a place that holds the gates of hell.
The gates of hell, you say? Oh,
Yes.
you know, the gates of hell, they used to be open, wide open, I say. I tell you what, when my grandfather's age, they used to be wide open, nothing keeping anything in and out. But you know what happened? The gods, they saw that the realm were being overrun. It were devils running amok, souls going all willy-nilly. So you know what they did? They found 3 hounds. One that was ever loyal, one that never slept, and one that could never miss something, that was always saw something as it was trying to sneak by. And they made those 3 hounds the guard, and those 3 hounds, they shut the gates of hell wide closed and kept a watch like the most loyal sheepdog that ever did exist. And that's why we don't have demons running amok all around. I tell you what, it's true, a true story. I'm telling you, 3 hounds. I swear, my life on the line. You got to be very careful. Nasty sort, those devils.
That all checks.
I'm telling you, it's completely true. Every story I know.
He just like kind of blinks, like looks, like really like looks at Throck. It's like he was like, "It's fine. I'll just listen just a moment." Like, wait, what?
What?
Right.
Are you surprised? No, it's all of my stories are completely true.
Oh, okay.
Like that knoll over there kind of points to the knoll that again is like bending over on itself to put its horn in its butt, Monty Python style. Long ago, way back when, this town, it got beset upon by all nasty bitter gnolls. They would sweep in through the town, take the livestock and people too. Nasty raiding folk, not a good bone in their body. But way back when I was but a strapping young lad, the 36 beat him back, and exactly 36 of the finest hunters in the town. They're the ones that beat him back. That's why there's 36 now. And that statue, that was their leader, the nastiest bugger of a gnoll you ever did see. Teeth as sharp as sharks, and claws as wicked as a bear. And you know what we did? We enchanted that there gnoll, and if a gnoll ever stepped foot in this town again, that horn's gonna blast to kingdom come and scare them all away. Because the gnolls, they'll remember that defeat for the rest of their days. I'm telling you, true as me. I'm standing here before you. That gnoll's gonna blow that horn if a single one of them nasty buggers comes within a mile. He's not quiet, no.
Oh no, we can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Prosecutor going, "Oh, he's telling that story right now. Of course he is."
And you know what happened that day? Oh, I tell you what, those gnolls that were coming in from all angles. You couldn't understand their tactics. They were just rushing in. And so you know what I did? I found this one. That one right there, the nastiest bugger you ever did see. 10 feet tall, I'm telling ya. As he stood now, not anymore, as you can see. I saw him 10 feet tall, the nastiest gnoll you ever did see. I didn't know they grew that big, but I tell you what, I'm pretty sure that gnoll was so nasty and hungry, he would eat other gnolls when he got hungry enough. That's why he grew so big and nasty. And so I saw this one snarling around, looking for the most helpless maiden you ever done darn see. And so, you know what I did? I took out my bow, and I drew an arrow, and I fired it right up its bum, right out there. And it didn't even know what was happening. You see, gnolls, they love to put on armor, but they never protect the bum like they should. They don't wear pants like you and I. There's a bother. This it was so. And you know what? As I hit it, I swear upon my life right now, and like slams down one of the 6 tankards he has been drinking from. I swear a little trumpet manifested right here, right in my hand, and I blew it with all of my might, and that gnoll, I swear, dropped dead in front of me, and the rest of them scattered to the winds in front of the other of the 35. And I knew from a moment that this was a mighty horn, a magical mythical horn that would protect the town for all time. And no one better touch it. It's powerful magic, I tell ya. That's why that's the gassy knoll. Telling you what, the story is true as the day you were born.
You are a grand storyteller.
I know.
Oh,
You don't
he's
get to
something,
be
all
my
right.
age without telling a few stories. Oh, sorry.
So I'm
Which story
keeping
was
in-
I telling again? Must have blanked out of it. Mhm. It's already full.
I put 10 gold on the bar, just like just keep them coming. We're gonna
Gold
need them with all
pieces?
this. And
Proserpina, you must have. What, did you slay a dragon or something? That's so much money.
oh no, we've done a few other things, but apparently a dragon's on the table. It seems.
I got that shot. That was me. I was the one who finished it off.
You slayed a dragon?
Young. Yeah.
Tell us the tale.
Well, no. Hey. I think I got this. Nah. Well, yes. Yesterday there was cultists. You see,
Oh,
hidden
God.
out in the woods. Thought nobody could find them, and pure luck that we even chanced upon them. And pure luck that we happened to chance.
Or luck, aye.
that we happened to chance upon them, and they thought
Oh, a flying carpet, of course.
that we were the sort, they could be bribed, talked off. Thought that they were right next to a proper what's it helm fearing town of good and honest folk. Thought they could just bribe some honorable adventures off to say nothing, do nothing, look
The
the other
nastiest
way.
sort, huh?
Well, we had upstanding defenders, son of Lindum's finest,
Aye.
and couldn't let them go. And well, there was a little running battle there, blows exchanged, magic flying every which way,
Oh, spells alike.
and turns out in the confusion, they sent a message out, called for scaly reinforcement, and next thing you know,
Everyone gasps.
young red dragon coming down on the house,
Red ones are real nasty.
smashing it to bits, breathing fire. And sad to say he's not with us now, but brave paladin stood his ground, fought it off, caught its attention, gave us the time we needed to make positions, move around, and certainly it was hard fought. Yeah, blood spilling everywhere, scales harder than steel, but with this sword I've got by my leg here, this fine blade, found an opening. Got a little bit of footing inside of its mouth and stabbed upwards, right into its
Right where it
brain,
breathes out the fire.
and killed it good.
Yeah, there's a complete silence. Ah! Everyone starts clapping and cheering. Hey, whatever the dragon slayer wants. At the bartenders. Very good. You might be a storyteller yet, son.
And it was all true.
I believe it. That's true. So true as the day. True as the day is long. Oh. Proserpina, you're with mighty company.
Oh yeah, he's Goosey is really good at some things with his sword. I'll tell you that much.
Master swordsman and dragon slayer.
Yep. It's a great sword, all right.
You can see seems finely crafted. Quite large, I would say.
I'm thick, and then I down my drink.
Aye. Looks like it could do some real damage.
Speaking of, I am watching the door to see who comes
I will say, a very strapping farmhand, like just someone who's literally been working in a field for his whole life, comes sauntering in, glistening with sweat.
Signal given.
Ithildir. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say I am. And we'll kind of take the drink and. You don't say. We'll kind of extend like a large hand out to you. Ithildir, what can I call you? Just grabs your hand and Jason runs out the door. And we'll cut the black on that. you just told a like farmhand the thing that I think he probably the only thing he wanted to hear ever in his life. Great. So we're black. Alrighty. So Andrew goes and works up an appetite. And we'll kind of turn over to you, Throck. And you, I bet you have a story or two, don't you?
Lived a pretty normal life.
Oh, I
Growing up in the swamp.
grew up in the swamp.
Yes, guarding a hoard of treasure. And then finding out that hoard of treasure is actually an opening into hell. And I guess meeting that god was cool. Just, I guess a couple hours ago.
Sonny, we tell true stories here. Come on now, mutant gods, port of the hell. Come on now.
Well, like try you know what they say. Money is the root of all evil. Sometimes perhaps it's a little bit literal.
The hell that is too much coin, of course. A cursed treasure, then you speak of.
No,
yes, I see
literal. I was definitely being literal. Like he looks at Hongus, he kind of like very confused.
No, and we'll kind of like smack you on the back. Oh, I know what this treasure, this fine gentleman speaks of. The cursed trove of the greatest pirate that ever did exist in this world. You see, this individual tore across all the seas of Orel, tore it down to asunder, looted and pillaged nary every coastline that existed, took everything that it could possibly take, and so consumed by greed was he stashed away his treasure so that none may ever have it. And as he did, he brooded on his treasure, growing greedier and greedier as he did. And you know what happened to that man? This terrifying beast of a man with a wit as sharp as steel and a glare as hot as fire. Well, he started to change. His greed and his wealth changed him. A great curse, it was said, was placed upon him. He grew larger. His skin became as hard as the coins he coveted. He started to no longer favor the sea and favor the sky. As he grew wings and red scales, the first to Tiamat's spawn he was. the greatest pirate and thief that ever did exist. That's how dragons came about, you know. Someone so twisted by greed. I'm telling you the truest story I ever did tell in this here fine pub. A truest story indeed.
Who's gonna lean over like, wait, you said it was Red Dragon, didn't you?
Yes, I was. My dreams. I was that dragon.
Ah, you're dreaming you were a dragon. Oh, who doesn't want to fly around and such be scaly and all of that? I like it.
It was hard because it was attacking my home at the time. And I watched and I felt me, the dragon, burn my land to this ground till it was ash.
Gets like more serious and like puts a you can tell at one point this was like a hardy adventurer folk, but now is like a little more weakened with age. Dragons are nasty. There's many a beast out there that'll take and take, no matter what they're taking. Sounds like we have a man looking for vengeance here.
Not vengeance. To balance the right or wrong.
Aye, a noble quest for sure, to be certain. You know, kind of like leans in conspiratorially. If you're looking to right the wrongs that been done to you, sounds as though you're looking for a very particular item. Now, you know, devils and demons get on like oil in water, aye? One of them, nothing but murder and prowess. The other, scheming and structured. Hey, butt heads more than the youngsters in this tavern. It was said long ago the angels made a blade and gave it to the devils, as, you know, the demons, ruthlessness, they were getting the upper hand. Looked like the devils might lose hell, and the angels couldn't have that. You see, you can't have one side over the other, or it'd take over everything. So the angels made a blade and gave it to the devils, but it wasn't a gift. 'Twas a curse for the devils, you see. 'Twas a blade that rights wrongs. And it righted the wrong that the demons did to the devils, but then it cursed the devil that bore it to right all the wrongs they ever did. Balance the scales. And so the devils threw it into the abyss, down as far as it would go. No demon would ever pick up such a blade. They might be feral, but they're not fools. It said you can still find that blade near enough. The righter of wrongs. The balance blade. Most pure. True as the day is long, son.
You've seen it?
Nay, this was before my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather, son. This is in the days of yore. And I'd never been to the abyss. Not looking to neither.
It sounds like... He turns to Hong Huzi. I think that's what we're looking for.
You think so?
Yes.
Maybe.
It sounds like what Cerberus wants.
Kind of thing that'll
Mighty
kind of thing
blade
that'll set it
indeed.
all. Guess it's the kind of thing you have to go real deep to find.
Aye. deep. The abyss. Not a place to take lightly, no.
Well,
And you know, that reminds me of this time. Just like passes out in the tavern. And it's at that point that all the like people who had just like been completely enraptured by all this are like, oh well, that's the cue. Back to work, I suppose. And, everyone just kind of starts moseying on out.
I kind of forgot those people were there.
it's kind of bar house for you. Kind of fade into the background after a while until somebody throws a punch.
And I walk over to the boys. Don't pay old man Yelvin's got some good yarns, but don't pay him no mind. I mean, no one believes him anyway.
You got the service thing right, didn't he?
Well, I don't know if that's the exact tale, but it sounds like her.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he knows something.
I think he knows a lot.
Besides, he's like elf old. I think it's
Yeah, he is.
like 800, 1,000. Why?
I don't know.
There's a lot of rumors about exactly how old he is.
Yeah.
They
He's
range
just like
from 700 to 2,000. So like,
He's been old ever since I was born, so.
and you see like the bartender. Hi, he'll still be probably old when all of us die. That old geezer's been telling tales in the tavern here since I was a child. So
I mean, and they're fun to listen to.
Sure.
But, you know.
Best entertainment we can get around here for sure.
Oh, it is.
Aye.
It's so good to be home.
It's good to have you, Proserpina. Although you've been listening to stories a while, you don't want to be late for dinner.
Oh yeah. We gotta get to dinner. Come on, y'all. Come on. And I just dart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death rocks right behind you.
Yeah. As you all reconvene from a couple different places, there
Anja
is...
presses hesitations, like smooths her hair back. Okay.
Anja visibly less stressed. As there is a cacophony coming from this small cottage, the sound of over a dozen voices ringing out, as inside there is and they all like are quickly introduced. There is Jorash and Myria at the heads of the table. There you see a visibly the oldest elf and who's introduced as Arn, sitting next to his wife Solana with 3 children, Elishor, Perez, and Sariel, kind of all like various ages, sitting very squirming around. Then you can see Saria next to Denethor, the older sister with her spouse, and then Aldeth and Barasil sitting next to them, their 2 children, and then Talion Delavar, and then the dog very dutifully sitting at the near the table, ready for any scraps that may end up falling. As just this massive family just squeezing into the like main room of this cottage, just like all greet you at once, like, hey, come on in. Oh, sure. Oh, good to have ya. You can like smell like homemade food wafting in from everywhere.
I'm gonna lean over to Hung Huzi and just whisper, I think you hit the jackpot. You will look. This is great.
It's like normal. Else. I mean, but I don't even see any like daggers. Weird.
Um, yeah, this is how. Are all like is all of her family elves?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're all wood elves.
Okay. I guess this is how like not us are in families.
Still gonna stay on my toes.
I mean, yeah, you should. You're fucking her. Excuse me. Hi, everyone. It's really nice to meet you. I'm so glad that you had us.
As I run around hugging everyone, giving mama and giving dad a kiss on the cheek, and then I introduce all my friends and I mention, yeah, these are the people I've been talking to about my letters.
Mm.
Oh, wonderful! I'm gonna say, Andre, as you greet people so warmly, make a dex save, please.
Oh man.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Is there a
Oh
dog
shit!
or a goat? A deck save? An 18.
Okay, so you're not knocked over and only caught a little off guard as some of the children like, oh hello, and like will rush you and like hug your legs as like this is a friendly stranger. Oh, it's so good to meet you.
I love you.
Oh,
Look at
thanks.
all these cute spuds.
I'm not a little spud. I'm a potato.
Oh, they're all potatoes. You're a
I
sweet potato. And
yeah.
she's gonna like pinch their cheeks, like, yeah. So
They'll kind of like
excited.
rush away from the pinched cheeks and like sit back down by their parents. Yeah, and there will be served a hearty and well-made meal of like basically like shepherd's pies and freshly made bread. There will be some like fresh meat from one of the animals, just like the perfect, like it's nothing fancy. It's extremely modest, and but it is like perfectly made and in a warm environment that you all have not been accustomed to recently, even a little bit. And
To the music.
just like a really pleasant meal. Yeah. And here's the thing, Throck, just there doesn't seem to be an end to the food. Like everyone's eating their fill, and Throck's still going. And like you finish up like a dish, and then another one is brought out by the mother. Like I honestly need Throck to roll a con save to see if you can actually eat out of all the food she prepared. This might be the hardest con save of the campaign for you. You like are full. Like you fully cannot eat any more food, Throg. Like you have eaten a truly enormous amount of food, and you see she's still standing with like one more pie and kind of like takes it back into the kitchen.
Throck just like his whole body just like gets one last food and he's just his eyes closed and he just leans back and just falls to the floor.
just with like a piece over his face that Throck has never had, just like comatose on the ground. Just this massive like alligator. I will say you do get hop on popped by some of the kids.
Oh yeah.
Just like climbing over you, but you are too unconscious and happy to care.
He's like staring, like 100%, like completely lost, like focus on the rest. Like,
What? This is normal?
what? No.
I just
This
prepared.
is every day.
I prepared a normal amount of food for guests over.
Yeah, Mama, we've never seen Throck get full before.
Well, you all aren't eating enough then.
No.
And immediately leaves and comes back with a rucksack full of like food. You should be eating more. Proserpina, I raised you, right?
Yes, Mama.
You
Yes,
know
Mama.
I did.
Yes, Mama.
And kind of like during the meal as well, Saria will kind of like, okay, so I've been getting all sorts of tall tale letters. how much is true? What have you all been doing?
Oh,
I'll get to the
it's
stories of cults and gods and dragons and all sorts of craziness.
oh yeah. There's been a cult. Sort of the they've been sort of a problem for me.
I mean, I'm not a.
We've gone, but we've gone down deep under the earth. We've gone into other planes. We've been fighting
Other
enemies in the
planes.
sky.
Other planes. You see, like,
Yeah.
everyone's like, just like, you basically just told them that you can, like, fly. Like, this is an insane thing for them to process. And,
Do you want to fly?
what?
Does anyone here want to fly?
All the children raise their hands.
Okay, but I can only do like one at a time. So what you guys have to do is you'll have to like pick who gets to do it. You have to vote.
I need another deck save.
Good. They're not gonna be good at this. This will be fun.
It's okay. I can also use telekinesis to make sure they don't hit anything. That's a 15.
You are swarmed by children saying, me first, I want to fly first, you should pick me first, I'm the oldest, oh yeah, well, I'm the youngest, I should go. Just like a complete gaggle of children, like 5 children, like they're not that old, like,
Yeah.
I don't know how old the
First
oldest
of
one
all,
would be.
I'm gonna look
but-
over at a parent and make sure a parent is okay with this. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
both of them, both sets are kind of like, you sure this is safe? Like,
You know
they've
what?
never flown before.
Yeah, you know what I'll do? Because you're all just pretty young. I'm going to, and
I'm old
gonna
enough to
look-
fly.
No, I don't think so. But I'm gonna let Proserpina fly. How does that sound?
But I want to fly.
Let's let
You s-
Proserpina do it.
You
You're gonna let
you said I
Proserpina
could
do it.
fly.
Well, I guess if you're not gonna let Proserpina do it, then no one can do it.
Proserpina, you should go fly.
All right. Just I'll show you how it's done. It's and I look at my older siblings and their spouses. It's perfectly safe. Anja's really in control. She knows what she's doing.
Y'all seem like visibly more relieved by that.
Yeah. I'm going to. I guess I'll usher us outside because you're not gonna fly inside the living room.
That's
And I
Very
will
good
cast,
idea.
Yeah, I will cast Fly on Proserpina so that you can now fly as you will for, until I lose concentration or the hour.
Yeah, I think it's an hour. I think it's an
Yeah.
hour.
It's an hour. Yeah.
Just
it's an
kinda-
hour.
I kind of pull out like a little bit of like a feather, and I just sort of like dust you with it and make a huge show out of all of it, and just like, and now you lift, and you
And I go up.
fly. Yeah.
And I try to do some cartwheels in the air as I go back and forth. And
Amazing.
I ruffle the kids' hair, and I try my best to pick some of the smaller ones up. So I try to pick Sariel up and Baracel up, one at a time, because I'm not
Yeah.
that strong.
They're very squirmy but very excited.
And I take them with me, and as I put them down, and then I spin over
A flying
around
potato.
the field, and I come back and I kiss Ankuzi on the cheek, and then
Ooh.
I sort of hover next to everybody.
Amazing.
See, it's perfectly safe. Anja knows what she's doing. She's in control. She's really smart.
Me. Like, so I don't know, Andra, if you actually will then make the kids
No,
fly and
Because there
okay.
is this moment where Anja's gonna be, oh, but you know what? Sometimes when wizards are really, really, really tired and they've used a lot of magic, it runs out. And so I've used my last fly for today.
powerful magic.
so-
You can do it in the morning then. Like,
If I prepare it, yes. I want to take
please.
Okay.
Yay! And you get a 5 hugs on your legs.
I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm not gonna be here in the morning. I did this to myself. I love children too much. I didn't understand their issues.
Amazing. Yeah. overall, yeah, just a wonderful meal shared. You all are told the exciting stories of the family, which is, not much, like some local gossip and how the harvest has been going, and just kind of, but everyone seems genuinely excited to like share it all with you and kind of just talk and have this meal.
Cool.
So good, everything's like fine.
So
Yeah.
this is the kind of place where you just end up outside at a bonfire, right? Like that's what happens.
Oh, a bonfire would be great. We haven't had a bonfire. Well, I haven't had a bonfire since I left town.
Well, I guess we have to have one.
Let's just do that.
Dad?
Don't worry, it'll be a real barn burner. Oh, hope not.
No, not again. Not again.
No,
not again.
Kind of like does like a holy sign, like no, not again. And yeah, we'll go and set up a bonfire. How does it make a perception check?
Sure. 15.
Wow. Okay, so you don't notice as I will say a very you only feel as they kind of get in, a very kind of like ornery and older barn cat, a calico barn cat, just climbs in your bag and falls asleep in it.
A lot, so like feels kind of.
So wholesome.
What do I do? What? Hey,
Oh, Radagast, what you doing in there?
I think that bag belongs to the cat now. That's the rules.
They're
It
like
is.
fully like cuddled down and like
yeah, he was kind of like shit the bag around, so he's like holding it. He's like, yeah.
He's not gonna move.
Okay.
this is an old barn cat. There's almost no force on the planet that can make this thing move out of this bag.
Okay, I guess we'll deal with it later. Yeah.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. It means he likes you.
Amazing. So yeah, a wonderful bonfire is had, and you all are able to just enjoy the evening. I will say though, the bonfire becomes like a whole town affair. Like you can't just have a bonfire.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
start gathering,
Yeah.
drinks are taken from the tavern, like more food starts to be made. I'm just gonna make cornhole cannon in Oriole. Like cornhole is played, and just
Wait, time out. What?
Cornhole? You don't know cornhole?
No.
What?
No. It's not a
Bago?
swamp game.
no, it's not a swamp game. That's fair. It's a Midwest,
Okay.
definitely
Yes.
Midwest thing for sure. But yeah, so yeah, just great evening is had, and so we'll kind of go to the point where you all are set up, and would you all want to like talk and kind of all that now, or yeah, so go ahead. So you all are, I will say that this isn't like a house with a ton of amenities, so you all are set up in the barn with some bedding and all of that on the hay stacks. It's kind of a very few bedroom situation, but it's actually pretty comfy.
Yeah. I'm sure we're all a little liquored up as well.
I'm way more than others.
Yeah, Hanguzi,
Yeah,
you drink
kinda.
at all?
No, and he's like like every so often, like when he sees like alcohol, like his face like dims a little bit, and he probably does like have to make every so often the actually I'm kind of if I drink anything, I'll be real sick, and I'm sure eventually word gets around as it do, but
I'm
no.
gonna say, make a charisma save for me.
Sure. That's a 9.
One of the times, you refuse a drink, and your gauntlet kind of tightens briefly, and pushes you to grab the drink and down it, and
Okay.
nothing happens. You just taste alcohol.
How
All
early in the
of-
night does this occur?
All of your debts.
How early in the night?
Early
does
enough. Early enough.
Paul moves fucking John. Like the question, like I think, like the question is like when we get to this thing, like what do I need to roll and like how?
I think
like,
you know how gone Fanghuzi is.
Okay,
At this
I'm
point.
gonna roll a con save.
You do
and
whatever
I'm
you
gonna
need, but I know that you know how far gone he will be.
Oh, you haven't seen Hong Huzi like this. Like the last time you saw Hong Huzi this upbeat, he was coming like he had just like come out of the bang bar, like presumably after like after like a morning or night of partying. He hasn't had this much to drink before in months. He is really happy to get back in it. That's great.
So, you all are now gathered in the barn, resting off your full bellies and happy hearts.
There's like a moment where Anja's just laying down, and then she sits up. Hey y'all. Everyone up?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm up.
Rock you up?
Are you muted?
No, he's
Okay.
he's groggy. He's like he's awake, but he's like
Yeah.
kind
Up after a food coma, yeah.
yeah.
That's fine. We'll wake up pretty soon. And she's gonna like swing her legs over. Listen. What happened down there in that temple to us, with each other, we can't let that happen again. I know we don't trust or even like each other for the most part, but we have to save the world, and if something like that happens again, I don't think this group will survive it. So let's get this off our chests now. If we got issues, if we've got problems, we need to get it out now, because if we don't survive ourselves, if we don't survive what's coming, then, and I motion vaguely at everything, it's like nobody gets these moments anymore. So, yeah. We had a good time. You wanna get a little mad?
Honestly, going through all of that, it's for a while I haven't felt really connected with everyone here. But after having that curse and feeling that distrust, I realized that over time I have started trusting all of you more. It felt so unnatural to not trust all of you. And I know that there are some things that we might not agree on, but we have looked out for each other, and I do trust all of you.
If I would have stayed in that temple, I think I would have killed y'all. And that's why I left.
Do you think it's my fault? Do you think it's your fault? Or do you think it's his?
I don't think it's my fault at all. I can't punish myself for doing the best that I could. I don't think it's your fault. I think that it's at most Hareen's fault.
What about him?
He's so stupid, or was stupid. And I mean, I was lying to myself about a lot of things with that, so I left Elenia because I chose to save him. He knew that he wasn't going to protect us. He was there for his own glory, and I want to get him out of that situation, but not yet.
No, I mean,
It's not priority.
no, whatever that thing is, it's probably strong.
I mean,
I
we got
guess
a
so.
clue, and it's definitely something that we have to look into because it doesn't just affect a dead person. It definitely affects a live person right now.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason I said it is yeah, that's we need to sort that because the way I see it, it's yeah, I put us there. I put us in position for everything to go wrong, and well, I don't know how much you knew about the way things were, and I know she kept you. I know boss kept you away from it, but
I knew more than people thought I did. I wouldn't For some
really know.
reason, I can't remember some of it though. I don't like. I don't. There was a cage. Somebody was in it, but was it me? What was I wearing? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Keep going. This is important.
Yeah, well, you know, just all this to say, I don't know what I don't know what you need, what you needed out out of me then now, but like I'm kind of used to that. People, we died. A lot of us, we died. You know, some like maybe we die on the way to something. Maybe we die trying to get. Maybe we die trying to get away from something. Maybe we, maybe we just big mistake. Misjudge a jump. We died. And I don't, I don't know what, I don't, you're not used to that. I don't, and I think it might, prob, probably me, all things considered, probably me. Because, you know, I mean, I probably wouldn't be supposed to make 8. And, you know, maybe one day I'll be a little bit too slow. Then I'll be gone too. And maybe it'll be somebody else.
Well, I refuse to let any of the rest of us die. So I'm just saying. I don't think that. I think that if we make it a point to not die, while we're together, I think we're strong enough to actually do that. I know we are. Like, I blew up a mammoth spider by pointing at it.
That's fucking weird.
Imagine if I just had that when I was like sitting at the table across from that bitch. Just would have. We gotta win.
Yeah, well, we're in the hole right now.
Right. Well, let's build a ladder, shall we? Wow, that's metaphorical. I'm actually pretty good at this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, between yeah, I guess just y'all let's say sorry wasn't there the way you needed, and I don't know if I ever really could be. It's not. We kind of grew up different. We got used to. I don't know. I kind of thought about it, and boss, it was boss, then that professor, then like it sounds like kind of strange coming out because like you realize that like he is rarely even back when he was like talking to Alex, he rarely have ever said his name.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, like he would always just call him boss.
You'd always call him boss,
yeah. Alex. I guess you're probably your dad. I mean,
yes,
a lot of them, back to back, and they didn't really happen for you. I don't think you didn't really know us the way we knew us. So I mean, sure, every now and then you might have noticed the face stop showing up, but
yeah, the whole going out and thieving and murdering and sniping wasn't exactly something that I was privy to. Not that I didn't want to be privy to it, but I don't know why she kept me out of it.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't want you to. Maybe she just didn't want you to die like us.
Well, I got her killed, so I don't know how good that did anyone. So, and that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Being dead doesn't do good to anyone. So let's not be dead. Let's trust each other to keep each other not dead. Okay? That's kind of where I'm going. Proserpina, you have been quiet. Are you okay? Are you mad? Are you mad about something? Please be mad about something.
I don't know how I feel.
That's okay.
I feel a lot. I feel a lot of things. I mean, I met y'all out of nowhere, and you were so nice to me, and you were so generous and so kind, and I mean, you see where I come from. Yeah, I'm stupid and I trust people.
You're not stupid.
And it just and things seem to go and things seem to work for the most part okay-ish, and then the Order of the Wilted Rose got involved and I didn't understand why they hated me, and then I met my mother and I learned who my mother was and she seemed to like me, and then we got into that. I look around, we got into that fucking temple, and I should have paid more attention to the poison in the bowl. I should have. Not good enough. And then when I couldn't trust you, and then when you left, and it just no. This is what's gonna happen. Mother said Drow society was about betrayal and lies, and I didn't know, and then the bodies and the hearts and the connection to the family, and I never knew I didn't know them, but at the same time it's creepy and it's scary. And then when the voice happened and basically demanded that I atone for the sins of my family that I never knew, and that there was a lot of them, and I'm scared. I'm confused. I don't know who I can trust. You're my best friend. You're the best friend I've ever had, Anja. And
Aw.
and I just and it was scary the last few days, and
Yeah.
it hurt, and even Throck. I mean, when you mentioned that you eat people, I was scared. I mean, uh, but you've always been done right by us, and so just I mean, and seeing what happened and seeing just how easily when we're not paying attention we can turn on each other, and it was scary, and it hurt, and I know I've been kind of in my own world since we came home because
Don't blame you.
it's home. It's I know a lot of people say they leave home for what we do because of trauma, and I had bullies, and I haven't and I was picked on, but you see my family, you see what I grew up with. They always supported me. They always loved me. They always encouraged me. I mean, if anything, I don't want what's happened elsewhere to happen here. And these people, my family, my town, you, Mongoose, Throck, Amara, I don't want to lose any of you. And if we've got to go through the gates of hell, if we've got to kill a fucking dragon, sorry, Mama. If
I'll take the blame. Don't worry.
no, she'll know you're lying. Trust me.
Probably.
She's
Yeah,
Moms
she's,
are like
she's
that.
really she's really good.
Moms are like
she's
that.
really good at that.
Mhm.
And if I got to destroy a religious order and other stuff to
I
keep
don't.
y'all, then that's what's got to happen.
Oh, we are
I
fucking that order up. You ain't gotta worry.
Don't.
Like,
You
we
don't have
all
to.
hate them.
You don't have to give him too much credit. Whatever they used to believe in, it's just him now. It's just him.
Well,
so yeah.
Tell you what they hit damn hard though.
So I don't know if I'm mad. I'm just a lot of things and nothing and confused and overwhelmed.
I have a word for this, Proserpina. You're having a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
And I get that. And that's okay. I think it's okay to have emotions, and sorry to force you all into a talk, but I figured it'd be really good to just kind of get it all off our chests before we went back into the depths of the Underdark.
Yeah.
What do y'all want in the mansion?
What?
I don't get it.
Okay, alright,
Huh?
so, and I'm gonna, like, sit up and, like, open up my spell book, and I've been, like, sketching out plans for my mansion. I literally can make us a mansion. Now that means I can't teleport or disintegrate mammoth spiders. Well, kinda, sorta, just not as good. For now, but it lasts 24 hours. And it is way better than the tiny hut. We all get our own rooms. There's a kitchen. There are servants making us food and wine. Like, it's there. So I'm asking you, what do you want for your rooms in the mansion? Because
Sounds kind of bougie.
I'm getting it ready.
It sounds kind of bougie.
It's bougie as fuck. I can make yours not bougie if you want.
I steal from mansions.
Don't have to steal it. I just make it with magic.
Right.
You see him kind of like looking down. You see him kind of like looking down.
Rock, what do you want?
Heated mud, like a pool of heated mud, and then you said food.
Oh, all the food. Yeah.
Could I have a kitchen and someone serving me food?
Yes.
In my room.
That is how magical I am now.
Oh, Throck is he's very hesitant to believe that it can be this good.
And I'm just making notes in my mansion.
You realize that like that should like go in like maybe like change direction a little bit. You realize like Uzi has been drinking.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he's like clearly like not all the way there. Like what?
Well, y'all just tell me what you want in your rooms, and I will make it happen. Essences of myself will just serve you.
Hey, what kind of essence?
Like, kind of like if my body was a mage hand, like a body version of mage hand that is like a part of me. So it won't be in there when you don't want me in there. And I'm gonna wink at Proserpina.
Is it too much if I ask for a canopy bed?
I can definitely get you a canopy bed, yeah.
Okay, and a nice big bathtub.
Oh, there's gonna be so many bathtubs with warm water all the time.
I mean, that's all I really want. Just a simple room, nice big wooden canopy bed, big bed.
Big canopy bed for Proserpina, mud pit for Throck. Amora, I'll get to you later. You're probably asleep. Ho, you gotta be in there with Proserpina, so you have to get the canopy bed too. But you can have a private bedroom if you want as well.
Why would I need that?
I don't know, just in case she gets gassy.
Or when you snore.
Or when you snore. Oh, you snore. We have all shared this hut with you, and I can tell you right now, you are a snorer. And there are just sometimes I want to take my pillow, and I just want to... But I haven't.
Can you kind of like topple back with like, eh.
But I haven't, because you're my friend.
I'm glad you can drink again. I'm glad that's off of you.
Yeah. And I mean...
I need to work on my own venom mix again. It's been fun.
I guess that's another thing to talk about later, but I'm glad that you can enjoy the fruits of, well, grapes, like alcoholic grapes. I'm glad that you can enjoy, like, stuff, and I don't have to go through this alone drunk anymore. Like Throck is an okay drunk, but he can drink a lot of mimosa before he gets there.
Oh, can I also have a barrel of mimosa?
Of course you can, Throck. You can have a tub of mimosa. What flavor?
The same.
Okay. Orange and guava. Gotcha. Well, I'm tired. She just lays back down on her hay bale.
Amazing. So the camera will drift away as you all go to bed, just satisfied, happy, and the camera will just cut down and away and go down down, 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 down.
Merry
As
go round.
we can see a massive pit in the Underdark, completely pitch dark, with just this swirling blackness coursing through it. Built around and on just the inside, we can see ramshackle huts and houses. And coming up and out, we can see dozens of individuals in robes with abyssal symbols on them. We can see sliced hands and blood and offerings being tossed deep down into the blackness of this pit and chanting in abyssal, which the camera then translate. Galaroth, betrayer of truth. Galaroth, betrayer of truth. And we follow this one blood spatter that gets offered into this abyss. And it falls through, and we can see this pit become more twisted and jagged and slightly organic. And it just falls. And we can see this massive, terrible, twisted, tumorous, oozing, pustulous creature. No limbs of any kind, just chained to this chamber, just bleeding and oozing from every angle, multiple eyes and mouths, just twisted and corrupted. We see this drop of blood fall onto the ground, and as it does, the very room around it, reeking with corruption and bile, twists the blood as it begins to form into this malformed, terrible little humanoid-esque demon that begins to slowly begin to climb back out of the abyss. And we can see this massive, terrifying creature brooding over its domain, powered, invigorated by the mere presence of behind it a scimitar of pure light, looking like descended out of the heavens itself. And we will end there for tonight's episode of Revenge of the Gith. Thank you all so much for watching, and enjoy this RP heavy episode, The Good Feels. Don't worry, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled, terrifying Underdark stuff in 2 weeks. Next week.
Our traumatic trauma is what you're saying?
Okay.
Just different kinds. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for coming and showing up. That was wonderful. Always wonderful to play with these groups of people with Rob at the helm. Big enjoyment. Thanks for meeting all of our wishes and our stars. So as far as just a heads up, as I said earlier this morning, we will not have any Wednesday shows. I've got some medical things I have to take care of, and we're just gonna. Plus, it'll be Nick's birthday, so we're just taking that whole day off. But the next time you can see us is here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. PST for the World of Ashenfell, which is another 5e game. We only have about like 6 episodes left of that one for the end of that season, so be sure you tune in. That one's fun. We're also in a cave, not the Underdark, but in a cave. And then tomorrow evening, we will have the premiere of our Expanse TTRPG that the Slowpool, who is my cute husband, will be running that, featuring Ulfrig, Werewolf Feels, MCAT Dev, and Whiskey Hicks, who you've all seen in my community and amongst the TTRPG community. It's very exciting. I will be checking for that wonderful group of people. And then on Friday, we have our Lancer game, but I'll let someone else talk more about that one. And then on Saturday, we will be back with Dragon Age at 1:30 in the afternoon PST time, where we're just hoarding on main all the time because it's Dragon Age, and that's what you're supposed to do, or else you're not playing the game right. But hey, that's me. That's what we do here on this channel. The other thing I guess you can keep in mind is in a couple weeks I will be on Mute the Tail again uh, for the Great American Witch on Mondays. That's in 2 Mondays from now. But yeah, that's all I got, fam. So everyone else, y'all tell us where we can find you on the internet and what you're doing in the next 2 weeks, even.
What up? It's Yemi Obadiah. If you want to come find me elsewhere, you can check me out on Twitter at Joss Dyson, and I've got a Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Shinobi. Uh, Currently inactive, but if you want to find me on here, where you should look instead is on Friday, where I will be the mech master for a group of 4 intrepid escapees out on Shades of Tartarus. Come check it out at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, where they're coming into dock at station 68369, and they've got some outlaws to get used to. See you there.
And having played Lancer under him, I can tell you it's going to be a fine game. And I have watched the first couple sessions, and it's fun to watch. So if you're not joining, at least tune in and watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not someone who likes mechs, but that's how fun the system and the work is. But you can find me all over the internet as Robin_Shadle. The next 2 weeks, I will be learning how to host a virtual launch party. Because in 4 weeks, my first novel is released all over retailers. And since we're still in the midst of a global pandemic and we're keeping each other safe and we're social distancing, any type of celebration has to be virtual. So more information on that once I figure out what that entails and how to do it. But that's where you'll find me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Montana. You can find me at MontanaWhat on Instagram and at MontanaWhat2 on Twitter. In the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to really be on the internet so much. So you just find me next 2 weeks at Revenge of the Gith.
Awesome. And hello, everyone. I was your GM, Rob B. Roll, and you can find me as such on Twitch and Twitter. The Twitch still coming soon, but shouldn't be too much longer here. We're getting art and stuff coming in. So you can find me here and part of the Not Quite Heroes podcast. You can find all our links at NQH Podcast on Twitter. We're a D&D 5e and Quest actual play podcast, and it's so much fun. Oh my gosh, Noir and Enigma, one of the most beautiful people on the internet, rating us just as we finish up. Oh my goodness.
Don't go anywhere because we'll rate somebody else. So
yes, we're about to rate someone else.
Coming. So we're gonna rate.
Thank you so much, Noir.
Yeah.
Miss you from our Pathfinder 2e game on the channel.
Anyway, keep going. We got interrupted. It says that I'm rating with 0 viewers, but I don't believe that because Twitch has been very weird. But as soon as we can, we will be rating our Rule of Lore. I got some good humans playing on that one. They're playing a new cipher system, Infinite Horizon, it looks like. And it looks like we are ready. So everybody, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the raid, Noir. We love you, and we will see you tomorrow morning next week, wherever I see you again. So, bye!
Bye!
See you later. Alright, hopefully we all go there.
Yep, I'm there.
Yeah, alright, it worked. Yeah.